Nestled in the mountains of southwest Virginia, only a few miles from Howling Ridge, lies the town of Shawsville. The festive, yet understated elegance of its venerable old homes speak of a people who represent a rich mixture of Southern and Appalachian traditions. Yet as the Christmas season approaches this year, there's a sense of apprehension in the air.
I'm getting pretty worried. Christmas is coming, but John and Sheila seem really down this year. I wonder what's wrong.
I heard John telling Sheila that the stock market had crashed.
That's terrible. Were any of the animals in it when it crashed? Were they hurt?
Yes, I think a lot of donkeys got killed.
Are you sure? How do you know it was donkeys?
John said almost everybody lost their asses.
This is terrible.
Yes, and he said that the crash was spreading.
Do you suppose our barn is safe?
John built most of this barn with his bare hands. Of course it isn't safe.
I think they're worried about having enough money to feed all of us.
So what can we do?
We should all think real hard. Well, maybe not. Why don't we try praying?
Good idea, Nisra. You start, Selena.
Lord Epona, please take care of all the donkeys that died in the stock market crash and keep our barn strong and safe.
Please,
even
Lord
though
Epona,
John
help
built
John
it.
and Sheila get through these hard times. They are good people. I don't care what the neighbors say.
Lord, help John and Sheila have enough money to feed us. And if it is not asking too much, to feed the dogs too. They're good dogs, Lord, even if they do.
And
roll
Lord,
on
could you send
disgusting
Sheila another coupon for some more of those peppermints?
Lord, we know John curses a lot, but that is only when he's trying to build things. So please help him afford more hay. I like that alfalfa he got last time, but a nice Timothy or
Lord, if
orchard
we are
grass
asking for
would be
too much,
fine.
I think the cheaper dog food would be okay.
It's those finders down at Howling Ridge again. We can't just keep bailing everybody out.
I know, but the code says we have to send them help.
Who can we spare?
Well, we could send that silly little swayback filly. She's been hanging around for a year begging for a chance to earn her wings. She keeps saying wings would make her back look straighter. What's her name?
You mean Amira, the little filly that was killed just before the slaughter plant closed? Yes, that is brilliant.
You summon me, Lord Epona?
Yes, Amira. We have a very important job for you.
I won't let you down. Not this time.
You're going to be rescued by a couple of people who have a lot of animals. Your job will be to think of ways to help them through these tough times.
Great! I'm really good at thinking. At least I think I am.
Let me show you who you have to help. This is Sheila. Whenever she sees a stray dog or cat along the road, she stops and picks it up.
And this is John. He takes care of the horses and always calls the vet at the first sign of illness. To make the vet's job easier when he arrives, Sheila often administers a strong tranquilizer. John will have written a story about you and the other miracle horses, and he will end up adopting you.
What are the miracle horses?
You'll see.
But how can they adopt me when I'm already dead?
No problem. We have something called the Wayback Machine. We will just go back in time and change a few things.
Then I will be immortal again?
Yes, but just until you straighten things out. Then you can come back and get your wings. We will change history back and it will be like you were never there.
I can't wait.
Neither can we.
I think they're worried about having enough money to feed all of us.
So what can we do?
We should all think real hard.
I have lots of good ideas. I've roughed out a business plan. We will start with cost savings and then move toward active revenue generation.
So what can I do? I'm great at being blonde and flipping my mane.
Yes, and you never let your ignorance keep you from expressing your opinions, and you like to bite people on their butts. I have a job you will love.
And me?
There are lots of good jobs for loudmouth jackasses, Selena. I even have an idea for that fat barn cat that can't catch mice. Now listen up. First we have to get a good agent to make all the calls. He will need to have really good connections and an opposable thumb for holding the phone. Then we line up some phone interviews and we are on our way.
Amira.
Is that you, Epona?
Yes. Were you able to help them?
Well, things went pretty well at first. My cat idea worked like a charm.
And what was that?
It was a green renewable energy concept. The cat would sleep in John's lap or cuddle up with Sheila on the couch. His body heat let them turn down the thermostat a few degrees.
And how much did they save?
Well, by my accounting methods, the savings are in the range of 4 figures.
Over $1,000. That is impressive.
No, actually, in my accounting method figures on both sides of the decimal count, it was just over $10.
Well, okay. Tell us about all their other animals.
Inezra decided to go the cost-cutting route. She has always been an easy keeper, so she just started leaving half her food so John would only have to feed her once a day.
How much did that save?
That actually could have saved a lot more if it hadn't been for the medical expenses.
What medical expenses? I thought you said she was an easy keeper.
Oh, she is. But when she quit eating all her grain, John thought she had colic, so he called the vet. That set them back about $150.
My gosh, 5 figures? And what about the money-making schemes?
Well, there we had a bit of luck. We found out that Ann Coulter broke her jaw and had to have it wired shut. Our agent got Spice the job to fill in.
I can't wait to hear how that went.
I'm afraid it all went to her head, and she said some really stupid, mean-spirited, downright hateful and untrue things.
Make no mistake, it is those godless, fascist, Leninist, left-wing media thugs with their liberal agenda and their slobbering lackeys in the Democrat Party that are responsible for every evil in our society, from inflation to rain rot and thrush. It is time to kick some butt, people.
Well, that is unfortunate.
No, they loved it. There was even talk of a book.
Then what went wrong?
Well, they found out that Spice shares a stall with another mare, and that was pretty much the end of it. We tried to explain that they imprinted on each other as orphan foals, but Fox wasn't buying it.
I don't suppose that was your fault. What about the donkey?
Yes, we landed Selena a job working as a telephone service technician for a computer company, and she was doing great, too.
Hello, my name is Mary. What is your problem?
I can't get my system to recognize the driver for the onboard sound chip. I've tried everything.
Are you sure the computer is plugged in?
Of course it is plugged in. I'm not an idiot.
Have you tried rebooting the computer?
Yes, 12 times.
Then the next thing is for us to try a hard reboot. I want you to stand on a chair or surface of appropriate height and then kick the computer very hard. Did I mention that you should first unplug the computer?
No, you didn't actually.
And I should have warned you not to stand on a chair with rollers.
Wait a minute. You sound familiar. Is that you, Selena?
I am sorry. I am not hearing you so well.
I guess you did the best you could. You didn't really have much to work with.
So do I get my wings now?
Not just yet. I'm afraid we're having some problems with our Wayback Machine, and we can't put the past back the way it was. You will just have to stay mortal until we get it fixed.
Who are you talking to, Amira? We're putting up the decorations. Do you want to help?
I'm not sure how long I will have here.
What are you talking about?
Hello, you have reached the Wayback Machine Technical Hotline. I am Mary. How may I be helping you?
So, are you going to help us with the decorations, Amira?
Sure. I don't think I will be going anywhere after all.
And as the horses put up their humble decorations, they told Amira wonderful tales about a magical person named Old St. Hick, who would soon come to fill their stockings with apples and carrots. As the evening grew late, Amira began to feel something she had never felt before, the joy of Christmas.